Danielle and Sasha Mayteef took their kids to a park. They dropped them off to play at that park unattended. This is something they do often. As they said, it's called free-range parenting. They told their kids be home by 6 o'clock. Well, at 6:30 when their kids were not home, their parents obviously started to worry. They started to frantically search for their children. Well, it turns out they had been here at Montgomery County Child Protective Services the entire time. It turns out someone spotted those kids playing in the park alone and called police. Police picked them up and took them here to CPS. Well, the problem is no one called the parents to say, hey, don't worry, your kids are just fine, they're safe, until after 8 o'clock last night. The children were finally reunited with their parents at 10:30 last night. Now, we asked police why they didn't take the kids directly home and why they didn't call their parents immediately to let them know their kids were safe. They said, one, it's protocol to take them to CPS, and two, once the children were handed over to CPS, it's their responsibility to contact the parents.
Well, the policeman said, we'll give you a ride home when we were like 2 blocks away. So we got into the car, and then about 2.5 hours later, after sitting in the car for 2.5 hours, he said, okay, I'm going to bring you home. And instead, he brought us here.
Were you and your sister scared? What happened to you guys?
We were kind of scared, but...
Will you let your kids walk unattended in your neighborhood again, play in the park unattended?
They made us sign a safety plan that says that we will not leave them unattended at all until they will follow up. And I'm not going to risk my kids being snatched again like this by CPS. They're exhausted. It's 10:30 at night. They would have been, if they had let our kids go home, they would have been in bed 2 hours ago.